I want to get to talking about the movie and everything like that, but I really want to talk before that. I want to say congratulations, and I'm very proud of you because you're going to the MTV Movie and TV Awards.
Yeah.
You are getting the MTV Generation Award.
Generation Award.
Isn't that unbelievable? Pat on the back for you there.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
What does that mean to you?
I mean, a lot. It really does. I was honored with an award a couple years ago, like an Action Star Award, and I was like, oh, that's fun, and I went and made a speech, and it was fun and funny. But this, the Generation Award, I have been thinking about it nonstop since I heard. I mean it, because, it's basically saying, all right, Chris, you have permission to say a minute worth of wisdom to the new generation. And honestly, right now, we were just talking about this backstage. There's there's this Mr. Rogers documentary that just came out.
That's fantastic.
And there's I don't know. I think we need people to step up and share some positive light on this young, new, amazing generation. And it's me. So I'm your last host.
You're the new Mr. Rogers?
I hope so. Good luck.
You had such a great year. I know you've been all around the world, but you were in Avengers: Infinity War, which is crushed at the box office, continues to crush. Yeah. And then all these whole lot of coincidences started happening. Here's you with the comic book.
Yeah.
Can you explain this story now?
Yeah, you got to hear this story.
Right.
So this is me just recently around Christmas time, and I have here the comic book. The Infinity Gauntlet. Okay, when I was a kid, I was collecting comic books. I was about 13 years old, but I actually loved comic books. I didn't have any because they were expensive, you know? It was like $5 a piece or something. My friends, Travis and Forrest, they collected Wolverine and Punisher, and they each had a #1. And I was like, you got to get a #1, because I thought a #1 comic book, that's going to put you through college one day. If you have the #1, then you'll sell it for $10,000 one day, and you'll be set for life.
Yeah.
So I went to bingo with my mom. This story,
as kids do.
As one does. Accompanied mom to the gambling hall.
And a little bingo time.
And she let me play, and I picked my own numbers. And for one game, the pick 8 I could play, and I won $300. And I went and I spent it all on comic books. Just blew the entire check, and I got all these ·1s, including this one right here, the Infinity Gauntlet. Which is like a really crucial story element in the Infinity War film. So my brother dug that up, and he was like, dude, did you know you bought that comic book when you were a kid? And so this is where it starts to get weird. I was in London, and I was at this Bellator MMA fight. Have you ever? It's like kind of like a MMA, kind of like the UFC, big fight.
Yeah.
And this guy.
You're into that. You love it.
I love that stuff. Yeah. And these guys just beat the crap out of each other. I was having the time of my life. I was sitting next to 50 Cent. It was like my life is so awesome. Yeah. They were playing 50 Cent, and I was sitting next to 50 Cent.
Was he going to the music, or he was just cool?
Yeah, I just looked at him. I was like, they're playing your music. He's like, yeah, I know that's not my music. And but I was just having the time of my life. And the guy who won, this champion named Michael Venom Page, comes out, and they bring him an Infinity Gauntlet, and they slide it on his hand, and he's the victor, and he looks and notices me and points to me outside of the cage. And meanwhile, 50 Cent is playing, and 50 Cent is right next to me, and the guy's got an Infinity Gauntlet, and it was like deja vu. It was one of those moments where your life and your destiny intersect.
I mean,
and it was just the craziest thing. I thought for certain I was gonna wake up. Look at.
Where would you just have something like this lying around?
He didn't know I was gonna be there.
He did not know.
Didn't know. And I was like, honestly, part of me in that moment was like, oh crap. This is a dream. This whole thing's been a dream. I'm gonna wake up living in a tent. And this whole 20 years has been a dream. Yeah. A big fever dream, an awesome dream. I'd be so gutted if I woke up and it was gone.
Your dream is like you got Parks and Rec.
I got Parks and Rec, yeah. I moved to Hollywood.
Moved to Hollywood.
The whole thing it makes sense. It could still happen. I'd be like, the guy from SNL was hosting the show that Johnny Carson used to host.
The guy that laughed at himself on Saturday Night Live is now hosting the
Tonight Show.
I love that you created us.
Yeah.
I love that you created a back career for my career, too, as well. It's very good.
It's a good dream.
On and on and on. I said, and it's on and on and on.